friend Robert had said, Northeast is unique. It has so many challenges, and every day the situation there is so different from the rest of the mainland. The youth, the people there have so many other challenges apart from playing sports. Everyday challenges. Insurgency, as he had said, had kept the youth away from the mainland and from normal life for decades. Today, if you go to the interior parts, I come from Nagaland, if you go to the interior parts of Nagaland, in the Indo-Myanmar border, the children, people out there, they don't know that you're supposed to stand up when Janagana is played, when the national anthem is played. They're not aware that you're supposed to stand up. But you know what? When Dhoni helicopters a 6, or Neeraj hurls the javelin towards gold, every kid jumps from their seat. They support India, they support the tricolor. So my point is, as he had said, sports is one area where you can bring the youth of the Northeast towards the mainstream, give them platforms and avenues for them to contribute towards the nation-building process, and also participate in India's rise and growth. Having said that, the challenges are, obviously, it starts from infrastructure. The biggest challenge is infrastructure, physical infrastructure, infrastructure of human resource, and the lack of an ecosystem, especially in smaller states. Apart from Assam, the other smaller states are really challenging infrastructure, an ecosystem, human resource capacity. So we need the government of India, as said, to make more investments. I think it's a foregone conclusion that the talent bank of the Northeast, as far as the sports is concerned, it needs no emphasis, no elaboration, as the MC had said, as you had said. The enormous amount of talent, enormous amount of potential there is there. And predominantly a population that is Mongoloid. Universally, it is acknowledged that Mongoloid people have very good and fast hand-eye coordination, which is perfect for sports, especially in combat and quick sports. So we need to tap into this potential. How do we do that? Infrastructure investment, not only from the government of India, but I also would like to emphasize that we need corporate India to step up. Support, sponsorship, and supporting sport should not only be considered as, eyeballs and optics and television screens, but we need to also make corporate India understand that you need to support the Northeast, you need to support the interior areas if you're really concerned about nation building. So you need government of India and the corporate sector to synchronize, help the Northeast, build infrastructure, build an ecosystem, and I'm telling you, the sky is the limit. We're going to have champions and champions performing not just for the region, but making India proud.
So there is a follow-up question. I have seen the craze for football in Nagaland, and I know what kind of struggle you went through while building the stadium or picking players for cricket team. So could you just share these stories with the audience?
You see, sport is a way of life for the people of the Northeast. Be it Nagaland, be it Assam, be it Manipur, be it Tripura, Mizoram. Everybody plays sport. You go to schools, you go to villages, you go to colonies, wards. All kids are playing around in the streets, in the little grounds, the little space that you have. So, especially as when you talk about football, my friend Robert is here, he talked about football. Football is a mass sport, it's played everywhere. It's the most popular sport. And I think the Northeast is contributing maximum number of players to both the leagues. And they're doing exceptionally well. The Indian team is packed with players from the Northeast. And they are also iconic stars back home. Today, it's not only about football, but television, new age media, social media, and the new sports channels have brought all these sports into living rooms, into homes, into villages. And there's a great interest for all other sports, table tennis, badminton, athletics. I am deeply involved in athletics, and let me tell you that when we hosted the South Asian Cross-Country Championships in Kohima, we had thousands of people line the streets, thousands of people fill up the stadium, and over and above that, we had medalists from the Northeastern region. So the potential is there. We've got to tap into that. Infrastructure, keep repeating that. And there's one challenge we face. Earlier, the government of India used to fund infrastructure in the Northeast. Now they've withdrawn that funding pattern. So we need to change that. The Babus and the Netas in Delhi have to realize that the challenges in the far corners of the country is different for the rest of the state. So you have to have not one policy for the whole country, but understand that various dynamics and challenges each region faces and have policy and programs accordingly.